Welcome back friends. Leo tunaenda kuanza topic ya coordination. Hii ni moja kati ya topic iliyoko kwenye form 5 biology, sawa na new syllabus of advanced biology. Kwa hiyo coordination ile tuliyosoma form 3 huku tunairudia, lakini huku kuna vitu vingi na detail ya vitu mbalimbali itakuwa imeongezeka namna ambavyo tutahitaji kuidiscuss. So the informations in this topic you need to know them in detail kuliko ulivyojua form 3. Kwa hiyo coordination is somehow a long topic, but for every topic ambayo mimi nakufundisha huwa nasema it is easy if you concentrate. It is easy to understand every concept and finally to become able to answer all questions, kujibu maswali yote ya coordination ambayo yameshawahi kutokea duniani. By introduction, all animals except sponges use a network of nerve cells to gather information about the body's condition and the external environment, to process and integrate that information, and to issue command to the body muscles and glands. So what animals they do using the network of nerve cell is first they gather information about the body's condition and the external environment. Manake wanakusanya information regarding the body condition and the external environment kwa kutumia nerve cells. Sasa animals except sponges, manake all kingdom animalia, organism of kingdom animalia wana neurons, yani wana nerve cell ambazo ni neurons. First they gather information about the body's condition and the external environment. Kwa tunaangalia hali ya mwili kwamba sasa hivi mwili una hali gani, labda temperature imeongezeka, temperature imepungua, na external environment kuna hali gani, unaona. Na ndio maana hata simba kitokea, that is external environment, lakini unaweza kuona why. It's because we have a network of nerve cells or network of neurons which gather information. To gather information is simply like saying collecting information. Kwa first what animal they are doing is collecting information from the body condition and the external environment. Kwa kuna aina mbili za information hapo. Kuna nyingine za kutoka ndani, yani within the body, hizo zina collect information. Yani kuna information za ndani ya mwili na kuna information za external environment, unaona. Information za ndani ya mwili ndio tumesema kuwa ni body condition, unaona, the condition of internal environment, ndani ya mwili. Then kuna external environment, unaona. To process, they first collect that information. After collecting, they process and integrate the information. The part of the body which is functioning at the part of processing and integrating the information is the brain and the spinal cord, which are known as the central nervous system kwa pamoja. And then after processing and integrating the information and to issue command to the body's muscle and glands. So the neurons, they have three major functions. Is first to correct informations about the body's condition and external environment. Then they process and integrate that information. And then finally, it issue command, or it gives command to the body muscles and the glands, which are known as the effectors. So the nervous system composed of neurons and is the first communication system and plays a key part in many feedback systems that maintain the constants of body internal environment. Feedback system tutasoma sana kwenye topic ya homeostasis, lakini kifupi feedback system huwa kazi yake ni kuweza kumake sure kwamba mwili unaendelea kufanya kazi kama inavyotakiwa. However, positive feedback mechanism huwa inafanya system iweze kwenda mbali zaidi kutoka equilibrium, lakini all in all feedback system, negative feedback huwa ina restore the system to normal. Positive feedback huwa inaufanya mwili uweze, positive feedback huwa inafanya mwili uweze kwenda kwenye hali mbaya zaidi. Unaweza kuuliza why is this important? It is important because in some of conditions, kwa mfano mama anapokuwa anapata uchungu during delivery, lazima uchungu akiupata uzidi kuongezeka mpaka mtoto atakapotoka, ndipo ule uchungu uishe, unaona. So all inputs from sensory neurons to the central nervous system are transmitted as electrical signal, unaona. Kwa hiyo nervous system inafanya kazi na umeme, electrical signal. However, kwenye synapse tunatumia chemicals ambazo tunaziita neurotransmitter, lakini kutoka kwenye one part kwenda kwenye part nyingine tunatumia electrical signal. So sensory neurons receive input from many different kinds of receptor cells, such as the rod and cone cells found in the vertebrate's eye. So we have different categories of cell ambazo tunakuwa tunapata information. For example, the sensory cells of the eye ambazo tuna rod and cones, na pia tuna cell nyingine nyingi tu ambazo zina act the sensory receptors. So different sensory neurons send information to different brain regions and so are associated with the different senses. So the brain distinguishes okay, let's continue. Different sensory neurons send information to different brain regions and so are associated with different senses. The brain distinguishes among a sunset, a symphony, and the searing pain only in terms of the identity of sensory neuron carrying the action potential and the frequency of these impulses. Kwa hiyo different kinds of information ambazo zinakuwa zina reach the brain, huwa brain ina uwezo kuinterpret na kujua kuna tofauti gani kati ya information moja na information nyingine ambayo inaifikia. Na ndio maana tukasema a brain distinguishes among the sunset, the symphony, and the searing pain. So different kinds of stimulus ambazo zinatoka from outside of the body, brain ina uwezo wa kudistinguish na kujua kwamba what's wrong or nini ifanye, nini iweze kucommand other body parts kuweza kufanya. Coordination, the process of linking together various physiological activities of an organism. So by linking together the activities, it is possible to control different activities katika body na final vitu kwenda kama vinavyotakiwa. So irritability or sensitivity refer to the ability to respond to a stimulus or the ability of an organism to detect changes and able to make appropriate response. So coordination inatokea kwa sababu organisms, they are sensitive or they are irritable. They undergo irritability. They have ability to respond to stimulus. Manake kama organism ingekuwa sio sensible, zingekuwa haziwezi kusense chochote kinachoweza kuendelea kwenye environment. Na kama zingekuwa haziwezi kusense chochote, that means nothing kingekuwa kinaweza kuendelea. Moto na waka nini kinaendelea, nothing. Lakini sensitivity, the organisms to be sensible is the ability to respond to different stimuli ambazo zinatokea. Organisms, they are able to sense. So stimulus is the change in the internal or external environment which is detected by nerve cells, or stimulus is the detectable change in the physical or chemical structure of an organism's internal or external environment. A stimulus huwa inakuwa ni change fulani ambayo it can be detected. Sometimes if the intensity of stimulus is very small, it can't be detected by the nervous system. But in the definition of stimulus we must include that it is the detectable change. Kwa sababu kama tusipo detect tutashinda kutoa appropriate response. So that's why to detect this change in the environment na finally kutoa response fulani, it is an important issue. That is stimulus, change fulani ya kwenye environment ambayo inaweza ikawa detected by the nervous system, then ikatolewa response fulani. The ability of an organism or organ to respond to external stimuli is known as sensitivity, kama tulivyosema. When a stimulus is applied to a sensory receptor manake ndipo mahali ambapo panapokea ile stimulus. It normally elicits or influence a reflex via stimulus transduction. So katika sensory receptor kuna stimulus transduction, unaona, ambao tuna change the stimulus into the nerve impulse, electrical nerve impulse. So sensory receptor, their major function is to do transduction, ambayo ni kuchange the stimulus into the electrical impulse. Unaona, these sensory receptors can receive information from outside of the body as in touch receptor found in the skin or light receptor in the eye, as well as from inside the body. Unaona, so some of the information they are received from outside of the body, and some of them they are received even from inside of the body. as in chemoreceptors and the mechanoreceptor. Chemoreceptor, the sense for the increase in the chemical amounts of substances such as sodium in the blood or even in the body fluid. The mechanoreceptor, they change different mechanical changes within the body, such as the increase or the decrease in heart rate can be sensed by the mechanoreceptor. An internal stimuli is often the first component of homeostatic control system. Internal stimuli is the first component of the homeostatic control system. The stimuli is received by receptor. Unaona, is received by a receptor. It is transmitted by means of nerves or hormones, and the effector brings about a response. Effector brings about a response. So stimuli ndio kitu cha kwanza katika homeostatic control system. We'll learn about the homeostatic control system and topic of homeostasis, but the first thing katika homeostasis, katika balancing of different things in the body, the stimuli is the first thing or the first matter to discuss. So animals, unlike plants, have two different but related systems of coordination: the nervous system and the endocrine system. This is for animals. The two systems have developed in parallel in animals, and a good case to start about the difference between the nervous and the hormonal control is the control of digestive secretions in the gut. Hii tunasoma katika nutrition, the control of digestive secretions katika gut. Tunaona control of different digestive secretions ambavyo inaweza kutokea from the mouth to the intestines. Tunawezaje secrete labda saliva, secretion of gastric juice in the stomach, and then secretion of the pancreatic juice in the intestines and different enzymes. Plants also has a chemical coordination system equivalent to hormones. So plants, they only have a single coordination system ambayo inatumia chemicals equivalent to hormones. So the extra possession of the nervous system in animals is probably related to the need to seek food. This requires sense organs and locomotion, which are controlled by nervous system. So tunachokisema ni kwamba wakati wa locomotion kuna control by nervous system. Maana yake ni kwamba wakati animal wanafanya locomotion lazima tuwe tuna nervous system ambayo ita control locomotion katika animals. Ita control locomotion katika animals. So this marks the end of this introduction session discussing about the coordination. Lakini katika coming session tutaanza the nervous system in animals. Nervous system in animals tutadiscuss hiyo kwa muda mrefu tu, then we'll move to the endocrine system in animals, or sometimes we call that is endocrinology. Kwa hiyo nikutakia wakati mwema, tukutane session ijayo. Thank you.